What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Katie Influencer, and this is Crime in the Hood TV. Disclaimer before I start. This report is based on public available news reportings, court records, law enforcement statements, and community accounts. Some details remain under investigation. All individuals are presumed innocent unless proven otherwise. A pastor, a husband, a father, and a tragedy that has left a family, a church, and an entire community hurting. Tonight, we examine the death of Pastor DaQuarius Green of Alabama. Pastor DaQuarius Green was known as a man of faith and a church leader. Many describe him as someone who preached hope, served people, and poured into his community. Those close to him say one chapter of his life should not have defined his entire story. On December 23, 2025, deputies responded to a reported domestic disturbance in Level Plains, Dale County, Alabama. When law enforcement arrived, Pastor Green had been shot in the head. He was transported to the hospital in critical condition and later died from his injuries. Authorities say the incident stemmed from a domestic dispute between Pastor Green and his wife. According to family and community accounts, children were inside the home at the time of the incident. Because minors are involved, law enforcement has not released specific details. What is clear is that children were impacted and that the reality carries long-term emotional weight. Investigators state that Pastor Green's wife claimed she acted in self-defense. Local news outlets, including WBRC and WTVY, reported that court records show Pastor Green had prior misdemeanor domestic violence charges. It doesn't say whether it was the same woman or a different person. Those reports state the cases were dismissed, no convictions resulted, a PFA, which is protection from abuse order, was filed in 2024. This information comes directly from public court records. But if this was the same woman, what if allegedly she reported these domestic disputes to lead up to December 23rd? So technically it would have took her a year to plan a perfect murder? Premeditated, allegedly. While police currently describe the incident as a domestic dispute involving a self-defense claim, some in the community question whether the shooting was premeditated. At this time, premeditation has not been proven. No legal determination has been made. The case remains open. It is important to say this clearly. Those charges do not define who Pastor DaQuarius Green was. Charges are not convictions. Paperwork is not a life story. Many who knew him say he should be remembered for the people he helped, the faith he shared, and the lives he touched. According to people close to the family, the marriage was under serious strain and was coming to an end. Friends and relatives described ongoing conflict, emotional tension, and discussions of separation. These are personal accounts, not court findings, but they provide context to the situation. Within the community, unverified claims have circulated. Some allege that when the couple went out in public, Pastor Green received attention and she would receive slim to none. Because she wasn't center of attention, that caused tension between the two of them. Others speculate jealousy may have played a serious role. There are also unconfirmed claims about unequal treatment of children in the home. These claims remain unverified and are not confirmed by authorities. Family, friends, and church members say they are deeply hurt. A pastor is gone, children are affected, a family is broken, and many are still waiting for answers. This story reminds us that people are complex, families are fragile, and truth often takes time. Pastor DaQuarius Green was not just a headline. He was a human being, a father, and a man of faith. Crime in the Hood TV will continue to follow this case with balance, care, and respect, because justice should never come at the cost of humanity. This is your girl, Katie Influencer, and again, this is Crime in the Hood TV. Y'all stay vigilant, y'all love one another, and you already know, if you see something, say something. If you or anyone is in a domestic violence situation, get out. Your life matters. After this video, I will show a few clips of the best friend speaking on the situation, so stay tuned.
Want me to tell you why? Because she was broken from being her childhood. This lady been gapping her legs open since she was young. She ain't care about nobody. The first child daddy gave up his rights. Ain't want nothing to do with her. Signed the papers because he said she was crazy. Scared she gonna do something to him. The second child daddy in the military. Ain't had but 3 years to go. Was giving her $2,600. She was living all high mighty. Like she just bawling. Went by the little boy, nothing. Go on the Facebook page. Look at the shoes. The shoes them children had my friend bought. My friend bought. She used to get angry if they somewhere and people show him attention and don't, just wave at her cordially. For the people that gave her attention, and everybody know my friend block game was strong. His block game was strong. So this last time, she had to reach out through him, through them milk-ass church folks. Don't never let nobody tell y'all how to run y'all business. You the one got to deal with it. They on the outside looking in. They don't know what the hell going on. But guess what? Nobody ever knew this lady was the biggest hoe you could ever have. Gap her legs open to everybody. Like I said, and I'm going to keep saying, the only bruise she had was the herpes on her cat. That's the only bruise she had. Guess what? My friend and her ain't even sleep in the same room. Want me to tell you why? Because he didn't want to sleep with her. Because she was nasty. Because she was nasty. The only reason he was down was because of that little boy. Nobody knew that this lady, guess what? The first two, she treat them like son. When it came to him, she mistreated that little boy that he had by her. He told me how she shut him out, had him out there in the hallway hollering, and she laid up in the bed with the other two. But this your baby. Usually a person had a nurturing feeling for the young child. That's the only reason he kept going back, because she was mistreating the little boy. Anybody know, my friend know that he loved his kids. His baby said that she saved him. He saved her. He saved her. She watched somebody shoot her daddy and shut the door with a blank stare. Want me to tell you why? Because it was premeditated from the beginning. You stayed in the house for almost a year. You ain't never talked to your neighbors. Never said nothing to these folks. 2 months ago, I told her during my birthday time, you want to start back trying to reach out to him. You want to get the church folks. It's always the church folks for me. I get some churches mean well, but El Bazan, I'ma tell y'all,